everybody, welcome. Give me a minute while I open up Star Rail. Hello. We are playing more Star Rail. Which today I learned that Twitch accepts HSR as an abbreviation for Star Rail. So Star Rail pops up when you type that in the category, which is neat. It accepts certain abbreviations. I haven't figured out like all the games that I play, what their abbreviations are accepted in Twitch. But yeah, I was like, let me just try it. HSR. Oh, look it, it's Honkai Star. So, yeah. Pop over to here. It's okay, I just started. It should pop up. There it is. Yo. Okay, so I'm streaming a bit earlier than usual, so if I just stop talking for a minute, it's because someone came in the room. And both my parents are still awake right now, and my mother's actually still downstairs. So when she comes up, she's gonna want to talk to me. Hopefully it won't take long. It usually doesn't, but she also sometimes likes to yap, but it's fine. But yeah, anyway, Boot Hill came out yesterday. So kapow. I don't really know what else to say other than the fact that I got him and his light cone. So won both 50/50s. I won his light cone one at like I think pretty low pity. Let me check both of their pities. Details. Records. We got Boo Hill. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4. So 20 pity. Is when I got Boot Hill, and I got his light cone. Okay, the light cone was not at very small pity, apparently. I did pull a decently bit for it. Ugh. Come on. So 14... 70 pity? Which I suppose it's decent. It's whatever. The point is though, I still have 20 wishes. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that, but I guess there go straight into my savings for Sunday. But yeah, look at him, he's so silly. He's so silly, and I have these to level up. I don't have any of his boss material. Hopefully it's to get there today. That one I haven't leveled up. What's recommended? That one? Talent, skill, then ult. Let's do it. Full send. Alrighty. He's not going to stay on the team, unfortunately, right now. Well, he does decent damage right now, but I already have Caelus right now. As a physical, and I still have it, unfortunately, stuck in my brain that I need I need everyone to be a different element for my, general hangout team. Maybe that will be conditioned out of me at some point in time, but today is not that day. Or perhaps today is that day. I don't know. Maybe I'll get sick of Jingwen. Maybe I'll get sick of- I won't get sick of Sampo. I was like, maybe I'll get sick of Sampo. I will not be sick of Sampo. And Aventurine is not leaving the team. And Caelus has been my fucking main since, like, ages. That's so nice. Fair. Like, Caelus is not getting booted off the team. And neither is Aventurine, because Aventurine's carrying, and Caelus is just a little guy. He's a little guy that I've spent this entire game playing, so... Listen, I'm also drowning in physicals. Physical. Where are you? Physical. 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 I started building her, but I never finished. Physical. Like, I'm drowning in physicals. Bye. That's so fair, though. I mean, Wilton and Aventurine are kind of like a given for you. Anyway. Damn. That's great. Anyway, we're now back into trauma. Fair. Oh, that's what felt wrong. I was like, something feels wrong here. It's because I wasn't playing with my controller. That's better. I was like, there's something missing on the bottom of my screen here. Like, it felt too open. It didn't feel closed in enough, and I wasn't sure why. But yeah, anyway, I have to pick the fate of the Charmony Doves. The fate of the Charmony Dove. Death or death. I'm gonna talk to everyone first. Hey, March.
That guy just casually throws this kind of question at us? What exactly is his deal? But fine, I'll answer, I guess. If it were me, I guess I'd choose to build a cage for the little Charmony Dove. After all, leaving it there, it's bound to get hurt by wild animals or something. And that'd just be too sad.
Yeah, I don't know if I spoke on my opinion on the matter, but personally, like, knowing that it won't survive here, and knowing that it won't survive here, I would choose to build a cage for it, so that it could live out the rest of its days, like, not having, like, not suffering, you know? Like, not having to worry about food, not having to worry about, like, warmth or anything, especially with, like, the coming winter. It's, like, I'd rather build a cage for it.
It looks like he really has no intention of imprisoning us. If it's just a quiz, I suppose it's fine to humor him.
Fair. I think his opinion is to build a nest on the spot based on, like, the color of, like, each photo.
Back to the question. I would personally choose to build the little Charmony Dove a cage. No special reason.
Yeah, where is Wilt?
I do
Bro
think
is just
that a
not
fledgling
here.
should have the right to fly into the sky. But if it can't even live to that
Oh,
point,
right, he was over
nothing
with.
to talk about to begin
I
with.
remember now. He was over with Sunday, so bro is just completely missing. He's dead. I don't know. Listen, it has been like a week. Is what, I played this on like Saturday or something? It has been almost a week. I forget very quickly.
I can't decipher his intentions right now, but based solely on that question, I would probably choose to build that dove a cage. Even if I was gonna release it back into the sky, it'd have to be strong enough to fly first. If I left it where I found it, I fear it'd never get the chance to fly ever again.
We're all in agreement, which is interesting. Mm-hmm. Like, I expect the two Trailblazers to have a similar opinion, being, you know, Trailblazers and wanting to help out where they can. And Firefly is just a genuinely nice person, I feel. So she wouldn't want it to be, like, just abandoned, essentially. Yeah. And I agree with them. Like, Sunday's point seems to be like, now that you know the consequences, like, there. But I still, knowing the consequences, I would still... Oh, Robin said, wait, no, what? Like Robin would choose? Mm-hmm. Right, because she wanted to build it a little nest. Interesting. Listen. I have to. Listen. It takes me a minute, okay?
Nice.
Okay, I am back. That is fair. Listen, I also just I just forget things very quickly. I have to remember. I have just been foaming at the mouth over Boot Hill for the past 3 days, so that is all that's been filling my head. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with my gut answer. Oh, that is interesting that it says something different. Oh, that one says build bird nest on the spot, which is what it says there. But this one says nurture with care at in a cage, or build a cage with the little Tarmony dove. Interesting, probably not important whatsoever, but it's still the one I pick, so...
I'm happy to see that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the outcome of this choice. We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day.
Is it? Okay, cool.
We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky. I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell to the ground, only to keep trying. Finally, on the 137th attempt, it succeeded. But its attempt did not go perfectly. After flying unsteadily for a while, it fell to the ground, unable to grasp the direction of the air currents. The fall shattered its wings. It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care, our given love and hopes. They all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death. I deeply regret the choices we made. Next, let us head to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser.
Yeah, I figured it'd be something like that. Where it wouldn't survive either option. Yeah.
This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser, and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life, except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy.
I mean, that one's difficult. But I don't think that trying to convince the Bloodhounds to stop would be a good idea. Who knows, I may give them more information about the case, or just in multiple ways just doom this guy. Like, I feel like nothing good would come of me trying to get the Bloodhounds to stop. But at the same time, I'd also, like, am not sure. Like, take this with a grain of salt, but I'm not sure he deserves it. You know? Like, I get where he's coming from, and I understand the point, like, he was going for. but I don't think literally selling his kids would have been the best choice. I feel like there was another choice in there that he could have made that did not involve selling his kids. Yeah, like, and trying to convince the Bloodhounds, I feel like they would still go after him anyway. And I just may give them information that they didn't already know. Like, maybe they just knew that he was a stowaway, not that he literally sold his children. And they may not take too kindly to that and give him a heavier sentence because of that. I don't know. Or maybe it just wouldn't do too well in, like, court or jury or whatever. I don't know how the fucking government system in Penacony works. Hang on.
Nice.
Sorry, my dogs just wanted out of the room for some reason. But yeah, that's what I feel like with it. Is that, like, I know that it's not gonna be any good ending for either of the decisions. I mean, neither are, like, great decisions, you know? Simply, I would not find myself in this position. Anyway. Yeah. Perhaps if I had more power, like, Sunday now might have the power for this to work. However, Sunday back then didn't. And I say might. But yeah, let me see what everyone else has to say.
It seems illegal stowaways are really quite common on Penacony. But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserves any sympathy at all. He sold his kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to go back for them, it's still insanely irresponsible.
I'm glad Marge agrees with me.
With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhound send him back home. This person deserves to be punished.
I'm curious what Himeko has to say, though. Because, like, she's a lot more seasoned of a, like... She has a lot more experience with the world in general than March. Because March is still young. And that is definitely the opinion of someone, like, who is young and not hasn't, like, experienced too terribly much. Because she specified no sympathy at all. I feel like there's some sort of sympathy to be there. Because the guy was probably in a shitty situation. Couldn't afford, like, take care of and feed his kids. Like, in his eyes, he might have been doing what he thought was right. I still agree with the fact of, like, there was a better decision. Like, there was, do I feel like he thought he was doing the right thing? Yes. Do I feel like he did the right thing? No. Do I feel like there was a better decision to be made there? Yes. But do I know the full thing of his circumstance? No. Maybe that was literally the only choice to keep his kids alive. I don't think it was that extreme of a situation, but, like, it's possible, you know? Yeah, I just wanted to expand on my answer about that. Is that, like, I'm partially with March, partially not.
A dream chaser story. If I acted out of kindness, I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit and lend him a hand. But what cruel repercussion would this choice result in? I think Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong defending the weak through this incident.
Yeah, I feel like in a perfect world, this would be the right answer. But clearly, Penacony is not a perfect world as much as it advertises itself to be a perfect world.
This question... Surely it has some connection to the baby bird story. And this connection is precisely the breakthrough Sunday aims to use to
I do
persuade
like thinking
us.
about these like little mini moral questions.
I'd probably choose to ask the bloodhounds to cease their pursuit.
Interesting. I like how Himiko is somewhere in the middle. Kind of like, out of kindness, I would choose this, but there has to be some severe consequence to choosing that, which is like right where I'm at. And Firefly is like, what the fuck was that? Just random green blob, I guess. I don't know. Firefly is just completely out of kindness, and March is fuck that guy, you know? Yeah, no, it's a lot more nuanced of a situation. I do think I'm gonna stick with my original thought, which was remain silent. I do want to see what it says on it though. That says remain silent. And convince the Bloodhound family. Interesting that certain ones are slightly different. I wonder. Well, I mean that one's remain silent throughout. It's similar enough, I suppose. Both of them are slightly different. This one just says convince the Bloodhounds no to cease pursuit. This one says remain silent throughout instead of remain silent and enforce the law. Interesting that they left out and enforce the law. Because he left out and enforced the law, I feel like, when he was asking it as well. But regardless.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox. Not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream. Should he be apprehended? Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision.
He makes it sound like... whatever decision you choose, he's gonna make like the other one was better. Making it a, like... a paradox, almost, of no matter what you choose, it's always the worst one. It's never the right answer. 'Cause... his fate was even worse when arguably not really. Huh. That's interesting. So he lied about even having kids in the first place? Damn, well then I am so completely steadfast in this, remain silent. Like, that does not make me change my decision. Interestingly enough, even though part of my spite for him was the fact that he sold his kids, the fact that he lied about having kids makes me be like, yeah, no, fucking get this fucker out of here.
And the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head.
Yeah, no, that still sucks.
At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master. And as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister.
I have a feeling I know, like, along the lines of, like, what this moral dilemma is going to be. And it's gonna be something about forsaking, like, the harmony to help Robin. Like, I want to say it's like it definitely has something to do with Robin and making a choice of, like, forsaking his morals for Robin or Robin for his morals or something like that. That's my guess anyway, based on what this has been so far.
The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Because although he's been lying about a lot, I can't see him lying about him caring for his sister. Like, he's been lying about a lot, and even lying to her about a lot. But, like, if they were, I don't know, like, I can't see him growing up with his sister, like, and them being that close, and that having been a lie, you know? I can't see him forsaking, like, the one thing he holds dear, the one thing that has been by his side this entire time. So it's gotta be something along those lines.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
Right? Like, could you imagine? It's like, my morals when it comes to certain things can be very, like, but when it comes to, like, people I really, really care about, it, like, if it's them or the world, I pick them, you know? Like, if it is literally you or the fucking world, like, that is the decision I make in a heartbeat. I could never, like, I could never, like, I could never turn my back on you in particular, Bip. I couldn't do it against any of my friends, but some of my other friends I might have to just think about. But, like, I owe so much to Bip. It's a good thing Bip's also just a good person, because if Bip just turned around and told me to stab someone, I would. The fucking timing of that. I know you would. But I can't on the fucking timing of me being like, yeah, I'd stab someone for Pip, and you going, I'd kill for Kai, to be honest, at the same exact fucking time. It's really funny to me. Oh my god. We really have the same brain cells sometimes. Oh. Anyway, back into more moral
War has
dilemmas.
broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she alright?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital
I don't believe
arteries.
him whatsoever.
Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
I don't believe him whatsoever. Like, whatsoever. Knowing that they're too dynamic, would Robin hide the fact that she was hurt from him to ease his worry? Yes. For a small injury. A life-threatening one, however, I feel like she would mention. Like, she would be the type of person to hide, like, I don't know, a broken finger, a scratched leg, something like that, even a broken foot, whatever, to ease his worry. Something that's, like, easily fixable. But, like, a bullet to the neck? I feel like she wouldn't hide something that major from him. Simply on the principle of, like, hey, yeah, I might die. You know? I know you're joking, but I feel like she would not. But yeah, like a non-life-threatening injury, yes. A life-threatening injury, no. She.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood.
Also, I didn't really mention the fact that, like, I don't believe him whatsoever for another reason. We know he's not Harmony. Like, we know he's following that other god or whatever. I can't remember what it's called, but whatever. So he's just straight up pulling this out of his fucking ass. Bip, are you good right now? Anyway. Oh, were you like... Or were you checking for like a bullet scar? Is that what you're doing right now? Interesting. Dude, my eyeball is fucking bothering me right now. But yeah, I don't... There is a patch of discolored skin. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Interesting. I still feel like he's lying about the exact circumstances of that scar. I feel like something else happened. I feel like something else happened, and he's using this story as a cover-up so that Sunday doesn't ask questions.
Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
Yeah, either way, he's being very emotionally manipulative towards Sunday right now. I mean, he probably knows, he definitely knows that Sunday holds Robin the most dear. That's the only thing he cares about is her.
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking.
It's interesting trying to interpret what he's saying, knowing that he does not follow the harmony. He just straight up doesn't. Perhaps he uses it for his own deeds, or perhaps he's not using it, he's using the other abilities and calling it harmony.
Likewise,
But
I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences, because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
oh, interesting. Stop Robin or support her? I think I'll still support her. Regardless of what happened, yes, it did put her in danger, but I don't think keeping her safe would, like, arguably be the best thing for her. Like, yeah, no, I'm fully on, like, support her on her journey. Like, yeah, it might not always be safe at times, but whatever, yeah, no path is free of danger, yeah. Like, whatever path she chooses to go on, like, she won't be completely, like, safe, right? Like, she should follow what she wants to do. It's interesting, though, that is a connection when those are very two different. I feel like Sunday is going to make similar metaphors. Yeah, he's gonna make a similar metaphor, but I feel like it simply doesn't work. Yeah, I know. I feel like it simply just doesn't work, though, because of, like, how nuanced and how much free will the human soul truly has compared to the free will and or ability of a bird. Like, I know it's a metaphor in the way of like, don't trap her, don't trap the harmony dove, don't. But like there's so much like there's so much nuance to it.
Nice.
That in my eyes, it doesn't work. And I feel like considering Robin as just the Charmony Dove, just... Listen, nice. I know it's just furthering my Gary diagnosis right now, or Greg, or whatever the fuck his name was, but I feel like dwindling her down to a Charmony Dove is just underestimating her ability as a person. She is not a harmless baby dove.
Nice.
I know in essence, but like for a moral question, you have to have nuance. She's not a helpless little bird. And although, like, yes, Sunday is her brother and he wants to protect her. Yes, I get it. But, like, he can't. What the fuck? The fuck had UFOs back, except this time it's red. Anyway. Like, he can't keep seeing her like this because she is her own person. Like, even if you don't support her on this journey, she might go on it anyway just without your support. Like, she might just go, yeah, fuck you, and do it anyways. Like, if that's what she truly believes in, she might not let anyone stop her. And, like, based for her. But, like... I'm too autistic for this fucking dilemmas and shit. Rah! 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 Nuance. Nuance exists. Nuance exists. Either way, I think I know everyone's answers.
To Miss Robin. The strong defending the weak is a great mantra, but if I had to pay such a price,
No, because it's so interesting. No, because it's so interesting because at the very beginning of this quest, we had a very similar question. A very similar dilemma of if you knew that it would end in disaster, would you still dream? Like, it's different, but it's very similar of that, like, do you choose to be free knowing the consequences? Or do you choose not to because you know the consequences? Like, I think it's really interesting that this entire quest has been questioning this nuance of, like, the question of, like, knowing the consequences. Do you still do this? Do you still dream? Do you still make this journey? Do you still make this choice? Do you still, like, do you still dream? It's a very interesting. The green UFO is back. It's just interesting. Exactly, and I live by the philosophy of, like, live the life that's worth living. I'd rather live 1 year freely and living my best life than 10 years trapped. Which is also another thing that makes the Charmony Dove question interesting. Is that even if you choose the free option, the Charmony Dove dies instantly anyways. It's never free. It couldn't fly in the first place. It never becomes free. It's just abandoned. But anyway. That's true. He needed it to have a bad ending to influence our next choices.
I often feel like I've dreamt of similar scenes on certain nights. In the dream, I see
But no.
blurry faces. I don't know who they are, but I sympathize with all of them. Fighting for survival against some unfathomable force. Their confusion and fear are lucid to me. But I also remember they chose never to give up. If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, you should find the answer from your own experiences. With each trailblaze, dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away? Would you stop March and Don Hung from reaching their next destination? I believe you have an answer of your own in your heart.
I think Himiko said it the best.
Miss Robin's courage is admirable. And here I was thinking she was just another superstar celebrity. But the fact that she's also Mr. Sunday's younger sister? No, I doubt he'd wish harm on his own flesh and blood, no matter how grand the ambition.
Yeah, I figured Firefly would be conflicted about that. I do wonder if the different saturation of the screens means anything. Like, because this has this lighter saturation with this blue hue on it. Meanwhile, this is just normal. It feels warm compared to that one, but it's just normal. Support Robin to go on her journey. This was one say stop Robin for going on a journey. Okay, so that one they are exactly the same. It's what I do best. Will you make this choice? Interesting that it's completely different from the other two.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances.
Bro, is that in the here?
Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order, where the strong govern the weak.
I see the order is what he follows.
I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace, Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't
Don't worry.
need to make bitter
If you
choices
didn't
any
include
longer,
Chicken Wing
nor
Boy, I'd
face
be like,
the
huh, me?
weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays.
I think this stance is
This should be
silly
the face of the
on
new
the
world.
fact that his name is Sunday.
Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days.
See, I get it, but I'm someone who needs structure in my day-to-day life. Like, do I want more rest days? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I feel like 2 is way too little? Yes. Do I also go crazy when I have more than a week off? Also, yes. I go fucking nuts. I can't, like, function without needing something to do that has structure that I have to adhere to due to external forces. And I know I'm not the only one, but yeah. Yeah, like, this bro just advocating for communism. Is that what bro's doing right now? If every day is a weekend, no, like, what is what is the plan here, buddy boy? I mean, fair, real.
Every person
Better
can
than
return to their
capitalism.
base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss.
That's also
Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But that is all it is, a theory. It's not gonna work in practice. Because his idea of an ideal life, an ideal future, an ideal existence is not everyone's, it's simply his. What he thinks is best for the world, and that's not gonna work for everybody, let alone anyone, you know? It might be literally only his idea of it. Everyone might have a completely different idea of it. It will completely fall apart. The world will collapse.
But what is the price to attain all this?
Firefly asking the real questions.
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Is he trying to make himself like essentially a martyr here? Like being like, oh, look what I did for all of you to live in my idea of bliss.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
Yeah, he does genuinely believe that. I feel like Firefly has got the most angle to break down his theory. Like, of the people here. I feel like Robin would have some choice words to have for him right now. And she would be the overall, like, she could break down his argument and he'd listen to her. I feel like, I would hope. But of the people here, I feel like Firefly has the best angle for it because of her syndrome. Because of her illness. That, exactly. He believes that she has, like, the most reason to agree with him. And her disagreeing with him will hopefully make him think about it a little harder and maybe change his mind. Maybe I'm a little too hopeful with that one. But hopefully he'll at least think about it.
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow,
I just got
weakness.
monster in my eye.
If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
Oh, we are just straight up looping back to the initial questions. Of like, would you like to live in a dream? Yeah. I still do, out of the four here, think Firefly has the best shot of somewhat. I also do love all the little Firefly motifs on Firefly. I think all of those are super cute, and I think they're all like really awesome and really cool, and I love it so very much. That she just looks like a firefly. Like she's got little wing kind of looking, like bug wing looking things on her. She's got a lot of little lights on her. Really pretty. But yeah, what was I saying? Right, we're looping back to the discussion of dream, like living in an ideal dream. Like, would you live there or like live in reality? And I know I answered reality for that, and I stick by that. I wasn't saying I know I answered that before, but I changed my mind. No, I don't. I stick by that answer. So very strongly. And I feel like I have pretty good reason to. I feel like I feel like I have pretty good reason to I don't know, I feel very strongly on it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hell, there's a reason I'm still here, so. Yeah.
But
do
in
wanna
this
see what
supposed bliss,
Firefly has
people
to say,
won't have
though.
defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it is an escape.
I think I said something very similar when I initially debated this in the beginning of this playthrough, of that, like, the things you overcome won't be real. There will not be any trials you overcome. There won't be nothing you work hard towards will be really, you wouldn't have worked hard towards it. Like, it just wouldn't, like, you wouldn't be able to overcome anything because you're not in reality.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams.
I feel like it is good to have an escape, like Penacony, or every once in a while. However, to drown in it is just a hindrance to yourself. Is just you aren't helping yourself by drowning yourself in your escape. It won't make you feel better about it. You will likely forever feel guilty about escaping to a dreamscape while everyone else is suffering in a reality that you just left. You up and left. You at least I feel that kind of way of that. Yeah, no, I come from a very similar vein of that, like, I'm a maladaptive daydreamer. I would get lost in my own daydreams constantly. I spent more time in my daydreams than I did, like, in reality a lot of the time. It's not good. It is not good whatsoever. It only made everything worse. I can talk from experience as well. Which is perhaps why I have such a expanded opinion on the idea of dreaming. And why I feel like the dreamscape is not a good not that good of an idea. I feel like I stand by what I said. Like, having some escape can be good for you. To constantly be trapped in reality is not the best. Like, everyone needs some sort of escapism at some point, but there are different levels of escapism. Drowning in your dreams and reading a book and getting lost in the world are two very different escapes. Very different. And I feel like that is an important distinction to make. Especially with this dreamscape being a literal dreamscape that you can just exist in forever, constantly. You don't have to leave. Coming here and hanging out and partying for a week, woo, great, yay, fun. We had fun, we dreamt. And we went to this amazing thing, and there was no danger of dying, and oh yeah, yay, yay, woo, let's go! And then we leave. That's how it should be. It should be a hotel, it shouldn't be a permanent residence. Yeah.
But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I do wonder though, what my thoughts would be on this scenario had this came out when I was in high school. Had I played like this quest when I was in high school, I wonder what my opinions would be. I was a very different person in high school. And I wasn't here half the time. I think that'd be interesting. Maybe that's why I can see kind of where Sunday's coming from.
I admit
But like,
that you
I
are a
see where
born
he's
leader.
coming from. I
Your
just,
perspective
having
on humanity
experienced it, I
brims with
can't-
pessimism.
I can't
Yet you express compassion for
agree
all,
with him.
even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. Mikhail instructed before. Tell him our
I feel like
choice.
Firefly said that very nicely. Oh, who are we
What
with now?
is this place?
Misha!
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless.
Oh.
But weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I feel like I'm about
I'm
to be
counting on you,
solidified in
then.
my fucking ideal, in my morals here. My
Himiko, I
ideas.
still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place,
That is interesting,
my
though.
hunch might be correct.
I know it's the place. It's the...
Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death,
Also,
which we now know as dormancy.
it's the
Considering
place.
its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
I still have this foreboding of like this dream bubble is gonna
Alright,
fucking rock
but
my
there
shit,
are
dude.
doors all over the place. Which one should we choose? Do you have any idea,
He's
Misha?
gonna vibe check all the doors.
I guess maybe this way? I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Look at him go.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door on your...
Sorry, Mark.
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories
I
for
feel
each
like
of them.
Misha isn't who he says he is or thinks he is, and I'm about to have my fucking entire shit rocked by who he really is. Because I think it's very interesting that he has keyhole pupils when some of the doors around here are keyhole shaped. And the fact that he sees Clocky, the fact that he's been here before, the fact that he, like, can control dormancy or, like, it has a connection to dormancy. The fact that he just, I don't know, like, has been everywhere. The fact that he, like, I don't know. There's something about him that just feels like big secret identity and it's gonna fucking rock my shit.
Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back.
I'm still not sure about that one because, like, not that I don't think that's the requirement to see Clocky. I've always doubted that, but yeah, I do see the gay pie in the background.
Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Aw, have I missed great foreshadowing? Because I forgot. Oh, damn. Damn. God, now I gotta think hard. I gotta think real hard. I gotta use those brain juices. I gotta get them flowing. I have one thing. I have one thing. I feel like it's a stupid answer y'all are gonna laugh at me for. I feel like he may or may not be the reincarnation of, or like the reincarnation isn't like the right word, but like the rebirth of Mikhail, or like the Clockmaster, or whatever the fuck he's called. I feel like he's that. He's like a, like, he's Mario is ready for that one. Like, that's the only thing that I can think of, because like we have the fucking, what's he called, dude? Like the Clockmaster. That's not the word, right? I don't think it's the word, but the Clockmaster. We have his identity. It's Mikhail. He's dead. He's in that chair. But like, there's no one else that we're missing. Like the watchmaker. Thank you, Clockmaster. I was close. Okay. I had I had the right idea. The synonyms, clock and watch and Master and making very similar. I was essentially there. But I feel like that's the only, like, or maybe the, we know that he's not Gopherwood. That's the only one we don't really have a face for. That is absolutely not true. He is not the Dreamcaster or the Dreammaster or whatever the fuck that guy's called. No, Misha is this poor little guy. He's just a little guy. And if this little guy is capable of that manipulation... His picture's in a sticker? Interesting. Anyway. If this little guy right here is capable of that much manipulation, I deserve to be blindsided. But I think he has something to do with the watchmaker. Picture. I will take a look at that then. See if I have that picture, but I might not. I was just throwing it out there that the only person I didn't have a face for was the Dreamcaster. And he is hiding something. Perhaps against his own will. He does not mean to hide anything from me, but he is. There's something going on in that little mind of his. Something going on. But that's my thoughts. He has something to do with the Watchmaker, possibly a reincarnation, a rebirth, a passing down of the torch, if you may. Whatever. But I feel like that bit was obvious that he is connected to the Watchmaker. But I say like reincarnation, rebirth, or just fucking is. Or perhaps he's like a creation of the Watchmaker, which is why his eyes, his pupils are little keyholes. Maybe he's like Catherine is not a human. And yeah, no, I don't expect you to confirm shit, don't worry. I'm blabbing nonsense so that like one of the nonsenses I say may be right and therefore I look smart. And then I came up with the answer all on my own. But yeah, maybe he's like a creation. Like he's not he's like a robot or something. I'm not a robot, like a very sophisticated like homunculus isn't the right word, but like Catherine. He's like Catherine from Genshin. Like that's the best way I can describe what exactly I mean. Like he's human. He's he's got a conscience. He's got a brain up there. He's got free will. He has intelligence, but he's not of like he was created by another human, like human hand. But yeah, anyway, I don't pay attention enough apparently because you both called it apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned.
I'm either really close or I'm so far off that I'm just gonna be fucking like, huh? But we'll see. Damn. I have just been fucking not paying attention enough, I guess. I don't know. I also do notice that like Misha, Mikhail,
Origami Bird
are decently similar names. In the world of March 7th and in a world of March 7th and Kafkas, Misha and Mikhail are similar names.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can origami birds be sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The compass is a ship bound for the new world. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
He knows a different version of the cartoons.
So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Siblings of the guy, perhaps?
Just like they did with Clocky.
I ramble nonsense.
Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Tick-tock.
Interesting.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But, Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
A descendant of...
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels.
Interesting. He
didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the Seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So,
No, it has
perhaps
something
it's
to do with
just
the
a
Watchmaker.
coincidence?
That little seafaring story is very similar to Misha's Clocky story from like 2 minutes ago.
So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey, and it's been quite a while since I last saw him. I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
I can't think of any other theories of like
Look, there it is!
of anything really.
The water resembles a precious jewel, embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments. I'm not an elder. I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
I had like the quick thought that like
I wish to share your burden.
I had like the quick thought of like what if again like another what if like Misha is the watchmaker, but he's remembering his childhood from before he came to Penacony. But but like with his reincarnation, and again like he's receiving these memories again from this dream bubble or something, and like went by Mikhail previously to honor his grandfather or something. Yeah, no, Bray and Hurdy.
Is it something very important?
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
This is it. I remember this corridor. I want to go too. Up ahead is Grandpa's study. It was in that room that I saw him the last time.
I also can't make sense of the voices.
Will you come back?
Then let's continue sailing! We've arrived at the new world!
Like not
The
fully,
atmosphere
at
in
least.
this room feels totally different.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! You're here! Huh. Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived.
That's interesting because Nisha previously spoke of putting a toy boat in a fountain as a way to guide his grandfather.
To ensure that everyone had land to settle on.
I wonder how
He had to continue exploring the sea and search for the
I wonder
source
how
of the rising
literal and
seawater.
metaphorical each part of the piece, like each puzzle piece is.
On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping.
Okay, I feel like that makes me more think of like, yeah, that's clearly Astral Express, and he's remembering the watchmaker before he hopped on the express and went to Penacony.
He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination.
That watch is probably the compass.
And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But where can we find the last piece?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
I
Hey,
did.
the shape seems to match. So this shard is also connected to Misha?
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth. Let's get to the other side and investigate.
I wonder if Misha's like a toy come to life. Similar in the way that Clocky is a fictional character. I wonder if Misha's similar in that vein.
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base. Here, I learned how to repair clockworking gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
I could lie and be like, yeah, you're the only one. Or I could be like, yeah, I got no clue either.
March, do you remember when he mentioned a clocky that only he could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right?
Was that because
and
I
Mr. Yang
interacted
even
with
greeted
Misha?
him.
Could I see Clocky because I interacted with Misha?
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. His experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Ah! Ah! I see. I can't remember. I feel like Acheron did, but I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention to notice.
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream.
Oh, okay.
Just
so
like a memory zone.
both Acheron and Firefly just let me talk to Misha like I was fucking crazy. Cool, thanks. I didn't say a single thing. They were just like, yeah, cool.
I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
Probably.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
Huh.
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details.
But he was there in the lobby when we arrived. Like in the actual lobby of Penacony. He was there though. He was he not? Wasn't I? Don't fucking gaslight on me on this one, bitch. He was there. I said hello to him.
How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self.
Okay,
Now,
if he says he's Mikhail,
please
then
allow me to reintroduce myself.
cool. If he says any other fucking name,
I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system.
okay.
Adopted
Okay,
by
that's still
seafarers
along the same
Mikhail and
vein.
Char. They gave me a treasure. A name
I swear.
that carried their hopes.
I swear, this has a 50-50 chance of being like, oh, that makes sense, or, huh? Again, so we'll see. Oh, cool, cutscene.
Mikhail Char Legwork.
Okay. Yeah,
Or simply, Misha.
that makes sense. Yeah, no, makes sense. Sort of. But he's not real, but he is, but he's not. 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 He doesn't.
If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
Yeah. You know, I felt 10 minutes ago, I would have thought that those two little sentences would have cleared everything, but me like, oh yeah, that makes sense, understandable. That makes me a little more confused, cause like, it's okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I likely would have gotten there, considering that it was what along the lines of kind of what I was thinking, that he was like that's what I meant by like rebirth / reincarnation, that he was created of Mikhail's memories. Like that's along the lines I was thinking of before. But like if this one isn't real, if he can't leave the dream, then how is he in the lobby? How was he in reality? Unless that was the actual Mikhail? Like unless that was the actual literal alive somehow Mikhail? Which I don't feel like is possible.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
I can have him visit the Express, I'm pretty sure.
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more.
Yeah.
I am only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
I'm gonna ignore what Mari's saying in chat because I feel like I'm not supposed to know anything that like she's alluding to. I don't know the answers right now, so I will not accept them.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in his dream from the very beginning.
But I wasn't dreaming then.
The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
I'm even more confused now. I was brought here. I got that.
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I
Yeah, but I'm
started.
holding on to the thought.
Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Thoughts? Yeah, no, I'm just processing.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this dream and tell Mikhail our decision.
Yeah, obviously Trailblaze. I just wanted to take that a minute to like scoop up the brain that was currently melting out of my ears. I'm ready for my brain to continue melting out of my ears and or blow up.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Esdonna. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So, your name should have been Compassy. And the Watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
little boy and old man. Oh. I get to sit here in my little wheelchair.
I've traveled far enough.
Yeah, that is about.
It's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, Clocky.
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you. Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream.
Yeah. God. You know, the little trope of character preparing for their final rest and speaking to a character who doesn't understand is always so painful. Yeah, it hurts.
So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Also, are you guys seeing the slight saturation changing? Is that just my monitor, or like, is that actually the game?
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond.
Okay.
But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad, all they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze.
It is the game. It is the game. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just like my actual game freaking out, but...
Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore, and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to Order.
Whoa. I hate the fact that I have fucking solid state drive and I couldn't fucking read that. Hang on. Hang on. Can someone clip the fucking little loading screen? I want to see what that said. I need to see what that said. I require to see what that loading screen said. Because that was about me. That was about me. And thank you about it. Oh shit, you're gonna hear
Does
fucking
not
everything.
belong to Order.
It's fine. You're gonna get to hear it again. Okay. Wasn't anything major, but it's fine. I got to see it. I
can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or...
Oh, I'm not wearing the
perhaps
hat
the bond
anymore!
between you is
This
so
game is
strong
so mean
that
to
it
me.
even
I
impresses an
deserve
Eon.
the hat. Give me the hat. I looked so swag in that fucking hat.
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Oh, I will. I totally thought we were gonna brawl with him there. Oh! Oh, that, oh, this, ah! Oh, and the, bro, the everything. Holy shit. I'm this here, this. I gotta fully grip my mouse. Here, this, like this. Right? I'm literally foaming at the mouth right now. A fucking gun? I'm foaming at the mouth right now, dude. I'm not even processing. I am looking solely at him right now. And then okay, then we have steps. We have steps. Robin has steps in her purse. We have the little dream fishies. We have the little dream fishies. We have the hound with the tie, the hound with the little with the Gallagher tie, and the little clocky, the hat. Then we have. He scales the break. Sparkle, Acheron, Firefly. Ooh, I look close. Ooh. Black Swan, that's who. And that's who you is. The curtains, the God, can I eat this artist, please? Oh, that's I'm Oh, the way the bits, the way the little pieces flutter off in his belts, his extremely excessive number of belts. I am foaming at the mouth. I'm foaming at the mouth right now. You guys would have never have guessed it, but I was indifferent about the male trailblazer at first when I first started playing this game. To say the least, he's grown on me. Oh my god. Oh my god. You were passive till this imagination. No. I was passive for like a little bit, just like the tiniest bit, and then he had personality, right? We discovered he actually had a personality in Bellabog, and I was like, yes, scrumptious, give, and then he has further grown on me. I bark so fucking hard. Dude. Oh, I get to see it close up. Whoever this artist is, they have all of my thanks. They have all of my appreciation. They drew him so beautifully here. They drew him. I want to eat him. Oh, I want to eat him.
Please stay tuned.
That was the best thing I've ever fucking seen. I'm sorry. I breathe.
Please stay tuned. Please stay tuned.
Oh my god, he's fucking everything. He is everything to me right now, dude.
Please stay tuned.
I will eat him so much. I eat. Oh, I cannot change character. Okay.
We need a strategy.
Oh, I will.
Time to test our rapport.
That's one.
Enemy targets detected.
Oh, he is so... He serves so much cunt!
Enough. It's time.
Anyway, I love Gallagher too. Look at him go. Look at him! Look at him. Dude! They were like, you know what this guy needs? He needs to serve cunt right now. Look at him. That is the cuntiest motherfucker on Penacony. And I say that with adventuring here. Like,
Don't miss the best timing for an attack.
bro saw adventuring and went, bet? I am not breathing, dude. Fucking bang my knee on my table. Oh my god, words cannot express the little twirl in the hat, dude. No, usually this happens in private. I usually film over characters in private. But this is happening real time, dude. Dude, no, listen, because it's even worse. Because I already liked him so very much. I was already like, this guy right here, love, and now he is serving so much cunt. It is fucking crazy, dude.
Let's improvise.
Bro. See, Shin's on a different scale. Shin is the scrunkly loser type character that I like. There's multiple type characters I like. I like the bitches who serve cunt and the fucking losers.
Gonna keep going?
You can't hurt me.
Are we ready for this? I'm probably not. Hang on, let me take a drink so that my throat doesn't fucking die.
The mood is set just right.
Look at him.
Let the show begin.
So much cunt was served, dude. Dude. If it wasn't late at night, I'd bang on my table. Breathing is not a necessity right now. Furthering staring at
Don't miss the
Caelus
best timing for an attack.
Right, I gotta fucking
Life's like a
gotta
good
do this.
brew, full, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
So I can do besotted and then things actually work.
Let's improvise.
Know you're misty for the Marstruck.
That's all you got?
Oh, I love Gallagher. Oh my god. I also love Caelus. Oh my god.
Ready for another?
It's time.
Dude, I'm...
Stay in step.
Dude. His little leap away, like his little woo. Woo. Like, I fucking can't, dude. Oh my god.
I'll contain them.
Oh my god.
You've arrived, huh?
Oh my
Step
god.
up, let's see ya.
Oh my god.
You admit this crime?
Dreams do come true.
Dude, there is no... I'm really not. It's fine. I can learn it later.
Enough.
I'm so distracted by the sheer amount of cunt that is being served on this battlefield right now.
Let's improvise.
Ready for another?
It's time.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
I want to use this thingy again.
The mood is set just right.
I'm moving my mic out of the way. I want to see this shit, dude.
Let the show begin!
Look at him go
Commencing
in
support.
fast mode. Ultimate dance move. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh right, so what I'm gonna do right now. Oh fuck. Fuck, no, you don't understand. I just maxed out Caelus's fucking talents, dude. It's fine. It's fine. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Anything for the cunt. Anything for the swag. Anything. That's too many numbers, man. Uh-huh. That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. Alright, he's gonna get... Oh, so he does weakness break shit, right? So he needs a lot of the funny number that I have on... Or break effect. Yeah. He needs this. Yes. But guess who I just gave a ton of that? Guess Boot Hill doesn't have. Poor Gallagher. Who I stole Gallagher's artifacts to give Boot Hill, who I'm now stealing to give Caelus. Okay, he loves break effect. We've been new. Okay, Boot Hill, I apologize. Your artifacts are no longer yours. But hey, at least Argenti gets to do his damage again. Okay, actually the one I have on Boot Hill here doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I just need... Do I have... Okay, that's... Do I have a imaginary of this one? I do. It's not the greatest. Let me see if I have another one. I do. This could be good. Also, like this. This is meh. So this is a possible yes. I don't know half these things. What is this thing? Crit damage. Okay. Imaginary. Not bad. No. No. Does he currently have defense? Okay. I see. So it's based on their break effect. So he doesn't need break effect? Okay. I'm still reeling from the everything. Okay, we'll give him that, and then we will... give him that. some fucking how they ended up with the same set, so that's cool. Mm-hmm. Which means I need to farm more artifacts for them, which is fine. I needed to anyway. They will go on a team together. Bro, it went into everything except break effect. That's unfortunate, but it's another 5%. Which means... I forgot something. Oh, okay, that's why he had so much because of this. I'm gonna temporarily... Oh, no, right, I can't. What should I give him? That ain't bad. It's gonna be meh. That there is good. Okay. Let's get at least the first level up. I don't have... Oopsies. I did that one. I spent all of these that I had. I don't have any of these. It's fine to get that up. Now we're working with 211. Let's go. Okay, and I am out of resources. Itch. I might end up needing to switch him back. Simply because of unleveledness and the sheer what the fuckage of this build. But we roll with it. He has pretty privilege. He serves too much cunt to actually. I need to use him in the boss actually? Okay, cool. So
Nice.
they don't know I serve cunt.
Please stay tuned.
Bro, I'm so normal about him right now, dude. I'm so normal about him. I'm so like 100,000% normal about this man right now. Dude, I'm definitely normal about this man right now. Hey, what were you gonna say? Okay. I mean, I think this is the best I can for this fight. I don't have really any other things to... I could probably superimpose. Let me see. Fuck. Buttons don't work. Cool. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is probably the best it's gonna get for right now. And I have him. He'll carry me. No, because like we're limited resource. I only have so many. They are like fragile resin to me. I will get enough stuff for it tomorrow. It's fine. I don't buy the battle pass.
Nice.
I bought the I only bought the fucking Steam Pass, like the this game's version of Welcome once, and that was because I was determined to get Adventuring. I do hard for no reason. Thank you for noticing. I don't know, an emergency?
Please stay tuned.
He serves so much cunt, dude.
Ha! Ta!
He's so silly. Okay. It's fine. I'm normal. Okay. No, I'm not. I am normal. I am normal. I am normal. I'm normal. I'm normal over this man. And I want...
Nice.
I am. I promise. I promise. I promise. I'm not. Dude. Dude, I wasn't... Listen, I didn't even think about the fact that I would get another path here. And so I wasn't even thinking about new attacks for him. I was... that... You know how this entire, like, this stream and, like, last stream, I was like, there's gonna be something that's gonna rock my fucking shit. That's what it was. That is what it was. This is what it was. Like, I'm also sadly out of stuff now. I'm also out of support stuff now, tragically. Oh, really? Thank you for not, though. I appreciate it, because I wouldn't be foaming at the mouth nearly as much. Probably, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Dude, I foamed at the mouth so much when I first got Adventuring. I literally sat there like this for like 30 minutes when I first got him. Oh really? He's on your profile right now? Oh wait, okay, that's not the right button. Click. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I don't go into here. Ever. As long as he wasn't up here, I wouldn't have noticed. But anyway.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, "In all fairness." Could it be that he's underestimating us?
You know what he is underestimating? Caelus' fucking cuntiness, dude. Dude. They put Pyovers put their entire being into those fucking animations, dude.
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right.
Bro, I have expended so much energy fucking foaming at the mouth over him so much that I've literally worked up an appetite. I am hungry now. Like,
I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for
I
dominance.
should have want to eat food right now,
Maybe
dude.
he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair and square. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
You're so right. I flexed on him too hard with my peak swag. I love him so much. 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 And as much as I love Aether, I think I love Caelus more. Aether's got the slutty waist, but like, Mikhail serves fucking cunt, dude. I'm fucking standing. I need to sit my ass back down. Yeah, no. If Aether fucking snaps, 50% less rabies. Bro just is a raccoon though. Like, bro. Bro, I'm.
You. Every time an important moment arrives, you hesitate.
The fuck you mean, hesitate? I'm serving cunt.
We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked.
Being a silly
This is
guy.
about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessors' long-cherished wishes.
I got a hat and learned to serve cunt, dude.
Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight, and they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them. A desire to dream.
Bro, I'm
To
so
slumber
hungry
and
right now,
escape
dude.
reality. All those hidden emotions have given birth to the sweet dream of the Order.
I'm like debating going to get a can of SpaghettiOs right now. Right before the fight. Because I'm hungry.
They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an
I want to
eon.
get to like a decent spot, you know, like finish this
confrontation
conversation.
is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough.
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Understandable.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, "I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams."
3 times? This can't be serious, right?
Well, it's already happened twice. Yes?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death.
Ah, so it's only been once so far.
And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
The most terrible form? Does that mean...
The true death. Where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality.
That was beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna eat first because I have a feeling that the end of this conversation right here is going to thrust us immediately into the battle. So I will be right back. I will bring myself the food. And then I will come back and I will sit and chat while I eat. AKA if I'm at the mouth of Caelus. Where's my fucking beer bag? There it is. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna mute. That's all. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. Gotta get our head out of the gutter. We gotta focus. We're gonna fight the shit out of Sunday with her swag moves. We gotta rescue Welt and Robin. Nothing else.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place.
I remember this conversation.
In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of
I
death.
hope her third death is not like an actual eternal death.
The opposite
It will
of
be
death
really
is
sad.
eternal life, and that's
I don't want to have to mourn her again.
That's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception. Death is like a script, a fate that cannot be defied. We have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Yeah, Blade is a bit of a
Are you not the same, Blade?
Edgelord.
The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day, it will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
God, it would be pretty thematic for her. But like, I don't want to mourn her again.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist.
Is he, am I reading like too much into that, aka like serviceable? Because he mentioned something like that before, that he's technically fiction. Oh god, no one knew who Gallagher was. Oh no! They're doing it again! They're doing it again! They're doing it again! Fuck, man! They can't do this to me. No one, oh my god, when we asked who Gallagher was, no one fucking knew who that was, even the, and then except Sunday. I don't fucking know what's going on there. Honestly, Sunday's just an enigma at this point. I'm gonna erase him from my ideas and thoughts and whatever. He's not gonna become a part of this equation. How about they can't do this to me. I can't have two of them just disappear at once. It's not fair. I could deal with Misha. I could cope with Misha. Like, I'm sad. Right. Like, I cried. I did shed a couple tears, but they were immediately overshadowed. I can't do Gallagher too, man! Dave, it's so mean to me! Why is this getting mean to me? Game is mean to me. Mean to me, specifically. It goes, woo! Character death. That's very sad, and explaining to a character that doesn't understand the character's death and end of existence and the final rest. And then it's like, woo! Serving cunt! Serving cunt! Serving cunt! Serving cunt! And then boom, another death. You can't do this to me, game. This isn't fair. And then I know immediately after this I'm gonna be serving cunt against the Sunday boss. Like Yeah, and he's talking to the one that just died too. Like, I swear to God, if it goes like, at least I'll see you again or some shit like that, I will actually start sobbing, dude. I need to sit my ass down. I need to stop walking around. I need to sit my ass down, keep it in this goddamn chair, and stop getting my headphone wire tangled. I apologize. I bumped my mic with my shoulder. I'm gluing my ass to this chair. Yell at me if I get up again. Oh boy.
Yeah. Not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn. Won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool.
And he said it in a sick ass, badass way, dude. God fucking damn it. I don't want him to die.
Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing.
Swear to God, if it just passes away like off screen, I'm going to actually cry.
Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer. To the imperfect tomorrow.
You can't do this to me. No, you can't have him. His voice breaking while toasting to me. No.
It's warm here, isn't it?
Is that
You're
it?
lucky to have found
You
shelter
can't.
from
Hang on,
the
I gotta
rain.
fucking turn down the game audio. Holy shit, why is it so
Alone
loud?
Fresh berries,
What the fuck?
desolate place.
This game is so mean to me.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. The only downside is that when you chew it, it becomes extremely spicy. Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together isn't the big events,
You're so real for that,
rather
babe.
these small yet unforgettable moments. Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey. By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavilis.
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So, what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Well, my condolences.
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in the red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire, a blooming flower, the berries in this cave, and life itself, fleeting yet still dazzling. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. That's truly pure nihility. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water, only when I look at this vibrant red fire do I realize that I'm still alive.
When will this rain ever stop?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down, the sky will clear up.
Oh boy, we're about to get a whole bunch of whiplash from... Okay. This game is mean to me. It really truly is. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's not. It's not getting there. I swear to God. When I walk back up to Mikhail's body, if there was something, anything to do with Gallagher, a fucking photo of him to put in my little sticker book, I'm going to start sobbing. Game's mean to me. Wasn't I just talking about how I love like unreliable narrator? This isn't quite it, but it's close enough. It's in the same vein of where I love unreliable narrator, of like, they just weren't fucking there, dude. They just didn't exist for anyone else. But I didn't know that because I thought they existed. But oh boy, do I hate when it happens to me. Not fair, and then they die. Thank you, music, for actually, like, for getting the vibe. That was really cool. No, I totally see it. I totally see it, because, like, when I thought about it, for, like, a second, I was like, no one fucking knew who Gallagher was. No one knew his name, and then I knew it then and there. Like, oh my god. I still don't understand the Misha and the dream lobby thing. Do I? I don't. Still have questions about that. Not dream lobby. Real lobby. Actual lobby of hotel. Like IRL. How was he there? Why was he there? Was he just a really strong manifestation? Was I dreaming? That's wild. I never noticed. That's crazy, dude.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the Paradise Kingdoms under the influence of the
Damn, I just straight up didn't notice.
A sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanu Major and Minor systems. Half an Amber Era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there.
Okay.
And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the Emanator of the Nihility.
Because of the Nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the Ancient Swarm disaster? Tazeront, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. Two paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the Order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum, and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the two leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen eon?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
Holy wabba-boo. Now, this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Aww. Hung loves us. Hung calling us once in a lifetime treasures. Yeah. Love the choir music.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes the varied sounds?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival in our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
Well, that was
This is
interesting.
the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to start?
March is such a tonal change. Holy fuck.
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet. No audience, no staff, no one around. Even if we're late, a grand theater like this shouldn't be completely
I got
empty.
hiccuped and it hurt. Ugh.
Let's explore around. Be careful, everyone.
I got the hat. The venue of the audition is thunderous with cheers, as if time had returned to an era when the city of dreams was first born and all souls chase after their dreams. It was the best of times, and it was the worst of times. It was a paradise where everyone could be happy, and it was a wilderness where only the strongest could survive. People had everything, and they had nothing. We will always mourn for the past, this is why we'll always run away from the past. But who can say that we've already broken free of all the contradictions and entered what is undoubtedly a new world? That is the absolute truth. Survival is the sole main melody in life. Our era might constantly war against itself, but life will always find a way. The only thing that people must do is wait, hope, and then march forward. Yippee! Making sure I'm not missing anything. It's so quiet. Let me get my achievements. Get in the path of the harmony. Inherit Watchmaker's legacy. Alrighty. I love him so much. Wanted to unlock on the map.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling.
It is really so quiet.
Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent? of me. Why are there so many puppets at the ticket office?
March behind you.
You're so annoying. Stop scaring me.
Are these puppets part of the stage setup? Even so, it's so eerie that the entire front hall is empty.
Yeah, it is quite strange.
Something feels off. We're in the right place, right?
There's no other grand theater in the dreamscape.
So Sunday's messing with us? He said we'd have a final showdown on the stage, but why is there no one here?
My apologies for the delay, March 7th.
And the organs are starting again.
You scared me. Where are you now?
I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you to enjoy a stage play in 3 acts before the festival begins. History is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence. Let's use this opportunity to delve into the rich history of Penacony and the eons. Within it, naturally, the future takes shape. Let us commence with the dawning of the world. After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into picks, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys, and the sun rose. Strike the black keys, and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose. That marked the second day.
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter it?
Enter we go. Ode to Prisoner.
Where are we now?
Whoa.
The atmosphere here looks similar to Sunday's inner world. Perhaps this so-called stage play is created with his abilities. This act is named Ode to Prisoner. Given the atmosphere here, I believe it's about Penacony's past.
I thought things were finally looking up as I managed to dodge prison during my recent trailblazing expeditions. But now it looks like I'll be back behind bars again.
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison. Ha!
This is all so interesting.
In 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanunu ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant. IPC referred to it as the War of the Frontier, while the Asdanians dubbed it the War of Independence.
I just didn't want to interrupt him with himself. You know, I don't think I thought too hard about that, I'll be honest. Oh no, I figured it out.
We shattered the cages and it's true that Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them true liberation.
Thank you for staying here, honorable travelers. However,
The three nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of Trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile.
I'm not gonna. I can get that chest later.
let's build another prison, not within the
Once again, Asdana was engulfed in war, this time the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives, fighting for freedom rather than living for it.
I hope you like this land of freedom on a scorched earth.
As you can see, their sentences have long ended, and the IPC guards have long been expelled. Yet, these prisoners remain enslaved, not by external forces, but by the confines of their own minds. Freedom permeates every corner, except fragile souls. It gives solace only to those who believe in its existence.
Prisoners, this is my order. Learn the essence of freedom and teach your fellow prisoners to fight for their lives.
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
Time. For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
I charge extra.
High stakes, high rewards. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Look at him.
We're just having fun.
Hedge your bets.
Dreams do come true.
I should have.
Sure, I'll
Santa
play along.
bounced.
Let's improvise. We're just having fun. The mood is set just right. Let the show be.
Look at him. Look at him. He's so silly.
There's no time to lose.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
More business, eh?
Follow my charge.
Spend freely.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head. All in.
No one can restrain you anymore. You are free.
Thus concludes the first act. Amidst a raging war, the frontier prison headed toward becoming Land of the Exiles.
This must be how Penacony was constructed. With the aid of outsiders, the prisoners were finally liberated and established the Land of the Exiles. However, it appears that Sunday aims to convey the spiritual plight of the prisoners more than the physical aspects of imprisonment.
This show is a bit too literary for my taste. But the battle part is quite easy to understand.
Oopsies. I cut her off. It's alright.
Puppets. Where are they guiding us this time?
I don't know, the exit?
They transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream. Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil. That marked the third and fourth days.
Look! Another frame!
I got music. Okay. Oh my god, to the next one. Ode to Fool.
Ode to Fool. This must be the second act.
The surroundings are different from before. The stage decorations look a bit tidier now.
Behold the ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced Land of the Exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it in allegorical form.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't interrupt him. Because sometimes that happens.
Welcome to this mansion,
Land of the Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own ambitions, leading to ceaseless conflict.
In trying to understand all of that, I understood none of that. By all of it, I mean like including the little guys talking.
Accountant, we are the pillars of this mansion.
The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered away in the White Desert event, orchestrated by the Alfalfa family.
Because Master shaped you from clay, but forged me from fire, I'm superior to you.
I gotta fight these guys, they're in my way.
Done. Show no mercy.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I
Bro,
charge
I
extra.
know I'm so close to the end.
I hit the mark.
But my EP-ness is kicking in right now, dude. I'm so EP. I'm such an EP little guy.
We're just having fun.
I woke up at 7:30 this morning. But it's fine, I will power through. I just may not be coherent. I have a bit. Do I?
More business, eh?
Should I go eat? Should I save this for tomorrow?
Here, there's thunder.
I'll need to be coherent. That's so real of you, though. I probably will need to be coherent. I suppose you're
What
right.
are you waiting for? To betray my customers?
I mean, to be fair, at the
charge
pace
extra.
I'm going, my slow ass snail's pace, it'll probably be like 3 a.m. before I get to the end.
Take your positions. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Cool. So yeah. Although it's kind of an awkward place, I will leave it off for when I actually have a full night's rest. Which may or may not be tomorrow. I know that I was said that I was going to, like, you know, put back the stream schedule where it belonged. Things went back on, like, where it belonged stream times. But, like, fuck what I said last week. I say now, tomorrow, Penacony. Me say now, tomorrow, Penacony. Me say tomorrow. Tomorrow me say, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what tomorrow me say. Tomorrow me say, tomorrow me. Not me, now. Not now me. Now me say, Penacony tomorrow. You're so right. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my slow descent into madness, looking at, Caelus serve absolute cunt. Bye-bye.